morning. Good morning. Hi, I'm here for the interview for the supply chain manager position.
Oh, please take a seat. The interviewer will be with you in a moment.
Thank you so much.
Hi, the interviewer is ready. This way, please.
Okay, sure, thanks.
This way, please.
Thank you.
This way, please.
Thank you, thanks.
Hello, good morning, Michael.
Yeah, hi Mandy,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm good. This is your candidate for your interview for supply chain manager.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
Kylie,
nice to meet
Michael.
you. Hi,
nice
Michael.
to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Thanks, Mandy.
Thank you.
Please have a seat.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm running a little bit late.
No worries.
But,
No worries
yeah,
at all.
please have a seat.
Should I clean this place for a bit?
Oh, yeah, sorry. The last meeting left that there, and some of it's mine. Just push it to one side. That's okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So we'll go through what we're going to do in the next hour or so, if
Yeah,
that's
sure,
okay
sure.
with
No
you. As I said, just relax. We'll go through a slow process. And how was the trip down from Hong Kong?
Oh, it was tiring, but it was fine. It was okay.
Okay, the plane's on time?
Yeah, it was on time. So good.
Okay, and everything okay at the hotel?
Yeah, it's cozy, small, but it's all right.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So I just want to make sure that that part's okay. Look, allow me to give you my business card.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
I think you already know what I do in the organisation. So we're going to spend about an hour today going through your CV, and I have some pre-prepared questions. So is that okay by you?
Yes, no problem.
Maybe just to break the ice, maybe you just spend 2 minutes telling us why you're interested in joining Brightstar.
Okay, because for my previous job, I'm actually working as like a supply chain supervisor, and it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be great to change, like for a new environment with new challenges, and yeah. And I also graduated from Taylor's University, so yeah.
Yeah, interesting you mentioned that. I'll talk about Taylor's later. But yeah, okay, that's good. So this is really about career growth while you're interested in Brightstar.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you look at our website?
Yes, I did. I also look at the company values. So is it okay if I ask you what is it about?
Maybe later about the values, but yes, we'll talk about that. They're
Yeah,
quite
sure.
important.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Okay. Yes, Kylie, you okay? You a little bit nervous or a bit apprehensive?
Maybe a bit of nervous, yeah.
Well, look, that's normal in interviews. Most people don't like doing this. So please relax. Maybe I just explain the process.
Yes, please.
Brightstar recruit on the basis of relative merit. And what that means is that all candidates are asked the same questions. We have an interview guide. There is no favoritism. The same questions are asked for every candidate, and we objectively measure their answers. So sometimes during the questions I'll have my head down writing. Please excuse that because I have to capture a lot of data. You've come all this way.
Yes, sure, no problem.
Okay, so look, just to break the ice a little bit, let's go through your CV. You mentioned Taylor University earlier.
Yes.
Quite interested in that. I know Taylor University, and you've got a Bachelor in Supply Chain Management.
Yes, I did.
Very good. I know a little bit about Taylor University. My opinion was their academic standards are quite low. It's sort of got a reputation as a bit of a party university, you know. A lot of the lecturers are pretty laid-back sort of people, and they don't produce really outstanding graduates. Any comment on that?
I guess there are a few of us who actually do take it as a party place, but most of us actually do pay a lot of hard work and attention to our studies, so yeah.
Okay, it's just a reputation. As I say, I know a little bit about it. I haven't attended it myself, but it's good that you did some formal study.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, thanks, Kylie. Going further down into your CV, I noticed in DKSH in your last role, you finished there in July 2015, so it's actually 12 months since you've worked there. Can you sort of give us a bit of background, what you've been doing for the last 12 months?
Okay, because it's been 3 years in my previous company, so I thought I could take like a good break before actually going to the workforce again. So yeah, that was why I had like a 12 months break for myself. Yeah.
Okay, did you travel or something like that?
Yes, I did actually. I actually traveled around Europe.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, good. Well, it's nice to keep a life-work balance. In DKSH, I do know them because they're in the same industry as us.
Yes.
In this role, how many people did you have in the team reporting directly to you?
We do have around 8 people that's working around with me. So
Okay.
we are a team, yeah.
So they were reporting to you,
Yes.
though. You were the supervisor,
Right.
manager. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kylie, that's quite a big team. 8 persons must
Yeah.
take a little bit of management.
Yep.
What I'm interested is getting some more information of how you've led that team, things like how you keep them aligned, how you manage performance, those sorts of things. So can you give us a little bit about that?
That's actually pretty difficult, and I may need like a moment to get there.
Oh, sure.
That's
No,
fine.
I understand that. That's okay.
Well, being in a team of 8, we have regular meetings, and of course we
Okay.
have regular performance check on our goals, and we do have KPIs to keep to. So together we work actually kind of like a small family, and we will actually keep each other checked. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I understand that. Let me just dig a little bit deeper. You mentioned meetings. How regular are the meetings?
Oh, they're actually weekly.
So
So,
weekly.
yes.
Is that like a production sort of type meeting, operations meeting?
Yes.
Okay, so weekly meetings.
Yeah.
Do you lead that meeting or does someone else? Do you chair the meeting? Are you
Yes,
sort
I
of
do.
run
I
it?
normally chair the meeting, and they will report to me. And if there is any problems or there's anything that we need to troubleshoot, then we'll do it all together. Right.
Okay, that's good. We're kind of interested in the actions coming out of that meeting, but we'll come to that later.
Right. Right.
What about the goals? I mean, how do these 8 employees know what they're expected to do? Each of them, do they have things like position descriptions or goal set? How does that work?
Yes, they do. Like for each of them in the team, they will have specific set goals that they will have to achieve, say, in a month or bi-weekly. We will have a check on that.
Okay.
Yep.
Say they don't achieve their goals. In every team you have good and bad performers, and we'll talk more about that later. But have you had the case where people in your team have not achieved their goals?
Yes, actually, a few times, in fact. But facing this kind of problem, we will actually sit down to understand exactly why they're having difficulties. Is there anything that we can do as a team, or me as a supervisor, I could provide a bit of help or advice on how to keep things running?
Okay, yeah, we like to have a similar approach, but I have to be honest, in Brightstar, we're so busy that the coaching and feedback often becomes a little bit of a victim. We'd like to improve it, but quite often, when people are having performance problems, managers don't have the time to really get inside the issue and discuss it. So we'll talk about that in our culture a little later on.
I see. All right.
But that's good. Okay. Okay, thanks, Kylie, for
No
those
problem.
examples about the team processes. Very interesting. I just have a follow-up question. In terms of your customers and your main customers, the sales department, if I spoke to them, would they be able to talk about the results you've achieved, or do you have a result you can tell me about?
Yes, actually, as a team, we've actually managed to reduce aging stock from 30% to 9%.
30% to 9%. That's a big number, 21% difference.
Yes.
Just to sort of close this question out, what's that meant to the company in sort of reduced cost or to the bottom line? Do you have that number?
Oh, we've managed to also reduce cost of 3.2 million, so it's around there.
Okay, and I can check that or validate it with the accounts department?
Yes, you
Or
can
finance?
actually. Yes, or my reference that I've already attached that with my CV.
Oh yes, yeah, the CV. Should have read that more thoroughly. The answer's already there. Okay, thanks for that. Yeah. Yeah, Kylie, I'd like to talk to you about something that's quite important in this job and important to Brightstar, and that's about leadership.
Yes.
You would have seen on our website the transformation we're going through, which we call Brightstar 2020, and we're moving from the traditional base to a global services company. So the key element to transform the company is leadership. So I'm wondering if you could tell me your view of the best leader you've ever worked with. What was their sort of characteristics?
I guess it's really important for leaders to have traits such as like being really open-minded and
Open-minded,
to have
yeah.
potential
Hey,
of.
I thought I got this room booked for a meeting.
A meeting?
Yeah.
For who?
For our client meeting.
Client meeting. Well, I've got it booked for this interview. This is very important. I mean, this has happened before this. Are you sure the booking's right?
Oh yeah, it's I have recorded the booking here.
Looks like a double booking. Look, I'm going to be a while here. Is it possible that you could use one of the other rooms or stall the customer?
But my meeting is starting in 5 minutes.
Okay. Look, no, I'm sorry. You'll have to grab another room or
Okay.
use the foyer.
Okay. No
Sorry,
problem.
but this is very important.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Mandy. Oh, it's incredible. This happens in this company all the time. Our administrative systems and the way this room booking works, it's an absolute embarrassment. I must have raised it 50 times, but sorry about that.
No
I've lost
worries.
my train of thought.
No
Where
worries,
were
no
we?
worries. About-
Leadership. Yes, you're
yeah.
telling me about open-minded. Yeah.
But Michael, if you don't mind, because I also saw it from the website for the company values, so can I just sort of kind of know like what's the work culture here or what is that about?
Okay, good question. The values are very important to us, and in this company it's something we live by. And the values are excellence, integrity, excellence. Look, to be honest right now, I can't remember them, but I've got to be frank. Down here in APAC, values are important, but that's something for head office they put on the wall. For us down here in APAC, we're about customers and making money and those sorts of things. I just can't recall them. Is there excellence, dignity? Yeah. Maybe we'll look at them later if that's okay. Sorry, I
Sure,
just
no
can't
worries,
think
Michael.
about them.
It's really fine.
I don't rate them as being very important anyway, so yeah. Okay, I think we just sort of regroup a little bit on that question. So you mentioned open-mindedness
Yes.
and open sort of friendly. What else is important for a leader?
Well, I guess for leaders, we also have to be very, very team-oriented, and it would be great sometimes to be able to take a risk for the team, to be able to break through the ceiling and achieve higher achievement for the team and sales and that sort. Yeah.
Okay, well, it sounds to me you're a very competent leader. There's some good traits there, so that's a big tick. Good answer. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kylie, in your CV here, I'm interested to explore. You've mentioned here about the transport fleet and the fact that in DKSH you got rid of company drivers and trucks and outsourced it to a 3PL. I'd just like to know a little bit about that, how it all went.
Well, this is a bit embarrassing. That's actually one of my worst decisions ever.
Worst decisions, okay. Why was that?
Well, the outsourced company's trucks kind of broke down, deliveries were late, and eventually the company kind of went bankrupt. So, yeah.
Wow. That must have been very embarrassing for you.
Well, yeah.
Okay, let me make some notes there. Bankrupt, broke down, late deliveries. The obvious question I've got to ask, how did you fix that? What's the situation now?
Oh, we definitely learned from it. We had new contract with tougher conditions, and we were more involved with the maintenance. And yeah, we completely improved from before.
And it's working okay now?
Yeah, it's completely fine now.
Okay. Interesting example. Thank you.
Well, Michael, I hope you don't mind me asking this, but what's the career development or trainings like in Brightstar?
That's a good question. I'll answer that. Just before I do, I just remember one of our values. Remember before I couldn't?
Yes.
Pretty sure it's honesty. Honesty is something we all kind of live by in
Right.
Brightstar. So
That's
yeah,
true.
that's important. So we're talking about the training, career development, all that type of thing. Okay, excuse me.
Sure.
Hey James, how are you? Good. Look, I'm in a meeting. I've got to be quick. I haven't heard from you for a while. Are you in town tonight? I won't be finished here till about 6 o'clock. Yeah, who's going? Oh, that'll be good. A couple of pints, game of pool, and we can go out for a meal later if you like. Look, I've got to go. I'm in a meeting, but yeah, it's good to hear from you. And I'll meet you about 7:30. Yeah. Okay, we'll catch up then. Yep, great, thanks. Yeah, sorry about that, but like I mentioned to you, the pace of Brightstar is unlike other companies. We're very, very busy. Business calls, I would get 30 or 40 today, emails 200 a day, so that was a business call, and sorry, but I just had to take it.
It's okay, no problem. So I've actually heard from a few friends who've worked in Brightstar before about the stress and the workload. I was wondering if you can give me a little insights about it.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, as we discussed earlier, we're going through a lot of change, and it is a fast-paced environment. So I have to be very honest. Long hours. Well, you can hear there's another message that'll be from somewhere around the world. But we have pretty long hours in Brightstar. If you're looking for a 9 to 5 job, that's not what Brightstar's about. I myself and many others work weekends, particularly when there's something significant that we have to deliver. And I'd have to be honest, if you're strong in the hobbies, you know, you might have to let those go for a while till you're settling into the operating rhythm. So it's a fairly hectic, and it's quite tough. Which brings me sort of to answer your question. It's a tough environment, and most of our managers are males. We don't have many female senior managers in Brightstar, and I guess, you know, it's a tough environment, and perhaps it doesn't attract females. I mean, you're young, you're a female, but you know, you need to understand it's a tough environment. How do you feel about that?
I don't see that as such a stressful thing, because from my previous company, my manager is also a female, and I don't see any difference from me to that. So I guess I'm really up for the challenges, actually.
Okay, yes, I wasn't trying to be discriminatory, but the simple fact of the matter is we don't have many senior females make it in our company. So, okay, thanks for that. I hope that sort of covers off the sort of work thing. Pretty hectic environment. Hard work, but very rewarding. Great company.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, Kylie, the last hour's been really good. First of all, on behalf of Brightstar, I want to thank you for coming down all that way from Hong Kong to do the interview.
No worries.
It's been very, very detailed. I've got a lot of information here. Your answers have given some good examples, so that will allow us, as I said, to compare you fairly with other candidates. So it's great. You've got an impressive CV and a good track record.
Thank you.
Apart from that, one thing from the transport, but of course it was a good learning experience. You learned from that. So the process from here going forward is I'll be finished interviews tomorrow. So I'll be back in touch with you within 3 days and let you know if we're moving forward.
Sure,
so
sure. No problem.
Really appreciate it.
Thank
you very
so
much.
Yeah,
thank
you,
you.
Michael.
Okay.
It's been amazing.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm sorry, Michael, but
Sorry?
how do I get out from here, actually?
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a little complex, but just go to the end of the corridor where you come in earlier. Turn left at the accounts department and go right to the end of the building. You'll see the Coke machine. There's an exit door there. Don't go to that door. Go to the next door and go straight down. And you'll actually come out in the car park because this time of day they lock the door. And you go out in the car park and there's a security guard there. You'll probably be asleep, to be honest. You'll have to wake him up and he'll let you out onto the road. You can pick up a taxi there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks again.
Michael.
Yeah.